Darren here from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play Love Kills on guitar by Vinnie Vincent Invasions. Now if you enjoy this lesson, please subscribe and check out my YouTube channel Essential Guitar Lessons. Lots of songs and lessons for all levels and new ones uploaded weekly, and I'll put a link in the description for you. Now if you're having any problems with the song, please leave a comment and let me know how you go. Now I'll show you how to play the whole song, and then at the end we'll do the main solo and all the harmonies. So let's get into it. So for our intro, we're going to call this riff 1 because it's repeated over and over again. We're going to play the open D string 2nd fret on the G string, and then just play 2nd fret G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, 1st fret E, open E, and then 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G, and that's a pattern we're going to be using. We'll just be changing the chords, so slowly. And then we're moving to the 3rd fret on the G, playing the open D as well. And then 3G, 3B, open E, 1st fret on the E, open E, 3B, 3G. Then we're going to move up, play the open D, 4th fret on the G, and then play 4G, 3B, open E, 1 on the E, open E, 3 and 4, so the pattern's staying the same. And then just go back to open D, 3rd fret on the G, and then 3G, 3B, open E, 1st fret E, open E, 3rd fret B, 3rd fret G. And we do that 2 times for the intro, so let me play it through slowly for you first. And 2 times, and let's do that up to speed now as well. When he's playing this, he's using an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar there. So. Do that through 2 times. We're calling that riff 1, and that's our intro. From there we go into our first verse and we play riff 1 again, and then we do half of riff 1 and it changes at the end here, so we still do the first part of it. Now we're going to this chord here. We're going to play the 3rd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D, open G, 3rd fret on the B. So just play that once. And then we're going to do some arpeggio picking, 2nd fret on the D, open E, open G, 3rd fret on the B, open G, 2nd fret on the D, open G again. So then we're going to come back here, we're going to play the 3rd fret still on the A, we're going to mute the D, play the open G, 3rd fret on the B, 1st fret on the E, and then we're going to play the open G string, 1st fret on the B and the E, and slide up to the 3rd fret, and then open E. So we've played the riff through once, and then we play it half again and put that end on. So let me just play that end part for you. We'll do it slowly first. So it's a little bit trickier jumping to those other chords there, but if you stay on the 3rd fret with your 2nd finger, you can just drop your 1st finger down to the 1st fret there. So let's try that up to speed. Then we just go back to the first riff, we play that all the way through again, and then we have a different finish again there. We're going to play start of the riff again. Go to our chord that we used before, 3rd fret on the A, 2nd on the D, open G, 3rd fret on the B, play that once. Now just play 2nd fret D, open E, open G, strum that chord again. and then go to the second chord we use, 3rd fret on the A, mute the D, open G, 3rd fret B, 1st fret on the E. And then we have the heavy guitar kicking in after that, so let me play that last part of the verse for you again. And then from there we go into the heavy guitar, and it's just going to play a C5 power chord, so 3rd fret on the A, 5th on the D and the G, and then the A power chord, open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G. So just, and then from there we go into the pre-chorus, and there's 2 guitar parts here. There's a clean and a heavy, so let's go over the clean first. So for our clean guitar, we start on this G minor. We're going to play the 3rd fret E, and then jump to the D string, 5th fret, G, 3rd fret, B, 3rd fret, E, 3rd fret, and come back down again, B, G, D. So then we're going to go to a C7 sus4, so we're going to play the 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the D, 3rd fret on the G, 6th fret on the B, then come back to the 5th fret B, 3rd fret G, 5th fret D, and 3rd fret on the A there, so slowly. Now we're going to come to this A minor chord, but we're going to play the open A string, 5th fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B, then 6th fret B, 5th fret B, back to the 5th fret there on the G. Then we're coming to this D minor chord. This time we're going to play the open D string, 5th fret on the G, 6th fret on the B, 5th fret on the E, and then come up to the B string, 8, 6 and 5 on the G. So slowly again. Then from the D minor we're going back to the G minor, but we're not going to play it all the way through. Just play the 3rd fret on the E, and then the D, G, B, E. Play the open A. Then we're going to this B flat, so we're going to play the 1st fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the D, G and B, 1st fret on the E, back to B and G. So we have slowly. And then to finish off, we're going to play 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, and do that 2 times. Then just play 2nd fret on the G, open E, and finish on just the bottom of an A chord. So we're going to play the 2nd fret on the G, 2nd fret on the B, and the open E. So let me play the clean guitar for the pre-chorus here, nothing too hard. And that's our pre-chorus here. Now let's have a look at the heavy parts. So we finish off the verse with that C power chord, and then to the A power chord, and that's the end of the verse. And then for our pre-chorus we're jumping to a G power chord, 3rd fret on the A string, A string 5th fret, D string 5th fret, hold for a bar, then jump to the C power chord, 3rd fret on the A, 5th fret on the D and the G. Now we're going to play the fill the same we did in the clean guitar. So we have open A, 5th fret, D, G, B, 6 on the B, 5 on the B, and back to 5 on the G. So, and then we do our D minor the same as our clean guitar. Open D, 5 on the G, 6 on the B, 5 on the E, back to the B, 8, 6, 5 on the G. So, and to finish that off, we play the G power chord again, jump to an A, and then to a B for a bar, B flat, 1st fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the D and the G, hold for a bar, and then finish on the A power chord, and hold that for a bar there. So nothing too hard, let's just play from that verse there from the C. it's not really a verse or a bridge, so let's have a look at that now as well. So for the start of this, we're going to play the 3rd fret on the D, G and B, 5th fret on the E, then play a C7, 3rd fret on the A, 5th fret on the D, 3rd fret G, 5th fret B, 3rd fret E, then go back to a B flat, so 1st fret on the A, 3rd fret on the D, G and B, 1st fret on the A. Then we're going to finish that off with the open A string, 2nd fret on the D, 3rd fret on the G and the B. Then just play the E string, 1st fret, 3rd fret, so slowly we have. Now we're coming to this F chord, but we're going to add the 3rd fret on the bottom E string. So we have 3rd fret D, 2nd fret G, 1st fret on the B, 3rd fret on the E there, and then we just arpeggio pick that, 3, 2, 1. Then on the E string play 3, 1. So then we go back to the D minor chord we did before in the pre-chorus. So open D string, 5, 6, 5, 8, 6, 5. So exactly the same. Our G minor, so we're ending this the same as our pre-chorus again. Open A to our B flat. Now to finish that off, we're playing the 7th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B and open E, and we're just arpeggio picking that. So we do it 4 times. G, B, E, G, B, E, G, B, E, G, B, E, and then just finish on the 7 and the 5. So. And that's a little feel before the chorus. Let me play that up to speed for you now. There's some tricky chords in there. So. And that's our clean guitar. Let's have a look at the heavy guitar. So the heavy guitar, for the build-up of the chorus, we just play a D power chord, so open D string, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, A, G power chord, go to the A power chord, B flat power chord, we do a slide, and then we just build up on the A for 2 bars, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and on the 4 jump to the C power chord, and that gets us ready for the chorus. Let me just play that heavy part there for you. And then we're ready for the chorus. Let's have a look at that. So for our chorus, we're starting on an A minor, and then we're going to play the 2nd fret on the D, G, 1st fret on the B and the E, and then we're just playing an A sus4, 2nd fret on the D and the G, 3rd fret on the B, and back to the A minor, just playing the D, G and B. So we have, play the A minor again, open D, and then we're playing the 2nd fret on the G, 1st fret on the B and the E once, and then open D and that chord again. So that's just a D minor 7 chord there. So let me play that part slowly for you. Then we're just doing a G power chord, A power chord, B flat, and then to the C 2 times. Then we're going to do a C sus4. So 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the D and the G, 6th fret on the B, and then back to the C. So let me do that part up to speed for you. Then the next part basically just repeats. So. And then we repeat that all again. G, A, B flat, and this time we finish finish on the C. And that's our chorus, and we have a little clean fill at the end, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. So let me play that through for you there. Heavy guitar there. Now let's have a look at that clean fill at the end. So for our little fill, we're going to start on the 8th fret E, go back to the 6th fret on the E, do a hammer onto 8, pull off to 6 and slide back to 5. Then the B string 8, 6, 5, G string 7, so slowly. Once we've played that, we go straight back to riff 1 and we do it through 2 times and a little solo over that, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. So let's just do that up to speed there from the 8. So we're just back to that riff. Now let's have a look at the solo. So for the solo, we're going to start with a bend on the B string 8th fret. Let it come down and pull off to 6, and then do it again but with a pinched harmonic. Back to 6, and then 6 slide to 5 on the B, and then 7 on the G. Then jump to 11 on the B, do a bend and release. Now we're going to do 11, pull off to 10, slide back to 6. A bend and release, still on the B string, 8th fret. And then do a bend on the 8th fret E. And then just play the 8th fret E and come down with your bar. So let's try that up to speed, nothing too hard there. And that's that first little solo there. Now let's have a look at the next part. So we're just playing riff 1 with that solo. Then for the next verse we go back to riff 1 again, play it through, and then the end's going to change a little bit again. We do the start the same. Then do the same way we did in the first verse. Now the end changes here. We're going to play 1st fret on the B, open E, 1st fret on the B and the E, slide up to the 3rd fret, play it again, back to 1st fret B and E, and then 1st fret B, open E. So we play that little part there for you. Then we go back to riff 1, we do that the same, and then we have a different ending again here. We play the start of riff 1 again. And then we're just going to finish on our chord there, and the heavy guitar is going to kick in, and let's have a look at that now. So our heavy guitar for the pre-chorus is going to be the same as before, but we're going to start on that C that we just finished our verse on. And then we have the C, A, and then it's all the same. The G, the C, our A minor with the arpeggio picking, our D minor with the arpeggio picking. This time we're just going to play the G, A, B flat, and then we're going to go straight to the build up on the A there, so exactly the same as our last pre-chorus. To our C. So nothing too hard, nearly exactly the same. Let me play that for you. That's a heavy guitar for the pre-chorus. Let's have a look at the clean. So the clean guitar for the pre-chorus is going to be exactly the same as our other pre-chorus, starting on the G minor, going to our C7 sus4, back to the C7, our A minor exactly the same way, to our D minor, This time we're just going to play the G minor, open A, and then the B flat. And then the heavy guitar kicks in there. So let's just play through that because we've done that before. And that's our second pre-chorus there. Now let's have a look at the next part. So our next chorus is going to start out exactly the same. Our G, A, B flat, to the C, C sus4, same again. Now we go to the G, A, B flat, and then we're going to do a slide there. Then we're going to build up on the A power chords. So we're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then hold it. Play the 3rd fret on the E string. And then we're going to do a hammer on the A string, open to 1st fret back to open, hammer on pull off. And then just play that A power chord again, palm muting. And then we play the A, B flat to C. So we play that last part of the chorus for you. And that gets us ready for the solo. Let's have a look at the solo rhythm and we'll do the solo at the end. So we're going to start on the 1st fret on the E, 3rd fret on the A and the D, so an F power chord. Come up to the G power chord, A power chord. Then we're going to play C power chord, do 2 palm mutes on the E, back to the C, 2 palm mutes on the E, back to the C, 2 palm mutes on the E, and then go to the B flat. So we have. Then do that again, come back to the C. Now we're going to go B flat, A, G, to B flat, to C, and then finish on the E, and then we're going to repeat that again. So let me play that part first for you. F to the G to the A, our C with the palm mute, back to the A, so B flat, come back to the C with the palm mute again, B flat, A, G, B flat, C, and then we're going to do palm muting on the C there, 2 and 3 and 4 and then back to B flat, A, G, come back to B flat, C, go back to B flat and finish on the A there. And there's a second little clean guitar coming in at the end and we'll have a look at that in a minute. So let me play that rhythm there for you in the solo. Heavy rhythm there. Now let's have a look at the little fill at the end. So while we play that A, we're playing, and we've done this fill before, 7 on the G, 5 on the B, open E, and we do that 4 times, so 1. And then to finish off, just play 7, 5, and then 7 and 5 and open together. So we have. And that's a clean guitar. Now let's have a look at the next part. So the start of this next part's exactly the same. We've done this before. To our C7, to our B flat, our 1, 3, our F. Now this time strum it again, come to our D minor as we've done before. Then from there we come into this chord here, 3rd fret on the D, G and B, but I play the open E, and then open E, 3rd fret B, 1st fret on the E, 3rd fret B, and 3rd fret on the E. So then we're coming to this chord here, we're going to play 1st fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D, open G, 3rd fret on the B and open E, and then just pick down E, B, G, D to A. So, and then just take your 1st finger off, do that chord there, and then just play the B string, the G string, the D strings, and then play E, B, G to open A, and we're going to do this A chord here, 2nd fret on the D and the G, 5th fret on the B and the E. And that's the clean part. Then we have a slide and we're doing the A, C there, jumping in on our heavy guitar. So let me play that part for you now. And that's our little fill there. From there we just go back to the chorus and we just repeat that first line over and over again, and we have the fade out there. Then we have the solo, so let's have a look at that now. Let me play it for you, then we'll break it down. So we're going to start with a bend on the 3rd fret on the G string, and then just play the 2nd fret, and then do 3rd fret hammer onto the 5th fret and play the 3rd fret on the G, come to the D string, 5, slide to 7, and then do 5, hammer onto 7, pull off the 5, slide back to 3. And then we do 5, slide to 7 all on the D, and then again do 5, hammer onto 7, pull off the 5. So let me play that part for you. Then we play 5 on the G, and then 5 with a bend and release. Then back to 3, still on the G, 5, hammer onto 7 and play 5. Then the G, 5, 7, the B, 5, 6, and then do a bend on the 5. And then play 5, hammer onto 6, pull off the 5, and then back to 5 on the G. So that last little part. Then we're coming up on the B string, bend on the 11th fret, bend and release, 12th fret G, 10th fret B, then do a bend on the 8th fret on the B, and then we're just playing E string 6, 8, 6, so play 8 on the B and then 8 again with a bend, and then 8, 10, 8, hammer off and pull off on the B, 10 on the G. Now we play 8, hammer onto 10, on the B, and then do a trill. So we're just hammering on and pulling off between 8 and 10 there on the B. So that last little part. Then we're coming up to 13 on the B, play it once and then play it again with a bend. Now 13, 15, 13, hammer on and pull off on the B, and play 15 on the G. Come back to 13 on the B, hammer on to 15, back to 13. So that last little part up to speed now. Then we've got this little run up, B string 13, 15, E string 12, 13, come back to 12 and do a bend. And then 12, 13, 12, hammer on and pull off. To 13 on the B. Then do a bend on 13 on the E. And 12, 13, 12 again on the E, hammer on and pull off. To 15 on the B. Then do a bend on 15 on the E. Now hammer on and pull off 13, 15, 13 and play 12 on the E, and then to finish off we have a bend on the 18 E. So bend and release, play 20 B and then 20 again with a bend. So that last little part slowly. And that's the whole solo there. Let's play it one more time up to speed and then we'll do the harmonies as well. That's a solo. Now let's have a look at the harmonies. So the first harmony comes in on the 5, 7, 5, 6, 5 bend there. First harmony we're going to play 5 on the B, 6, 8 on the B, 5 on the E, do a bend on 8 on the B, and then just play 6, hammer onto 8, pull off to 6 and play 6 again. So that's pretty easy. So that's one harmony. The second harmony is just going to be playing on the E string, 5, 6, 8, come up to 10, do a bend on the 8 on the E, and then just hammer on, pull off 8, 6, 8, and finish on the 6 there on the B. So and that's the second harmony on there. From there it changes, we just do octaves. So the next harmony is going to be harmony 3. We're going to come up to 18, do a bend and release, play 20 on the B, 17 on the E, and then do a bend on 20 again on the B, and then E string 18, 20, 18, play 20 B, do bend on the 20 on the B, and then do 15, hammer onto 17 and play 15, back to 18 on the B, so, and then 15, hammer onto 17, and then do the trill between 15 and 17. So let me play that little part for you. This is harmony 3, and we're going to have another harmony on here doing the lower octave as well. So now the next harmony is going to be a low harmony. We're going to do a bend on the 3 on the G, bend and release, open G, 2nd fret G, Then do a bend on the 5th fret on the D, and then G, 3, 5, 3. Go back to the D string 5, and then a bend, and then G string open, hammer onto 2, pull off to the open, 3rd fret on the D, back to the G, and this is where we're doing our open, hammer onto 2, and then our trill between O and 2. So let's do that one up to speed again. We're just doing the octave of the 2 other guitar parts there. And that's harmony 4, and then we have this last harmony here. We're going to play the 5th fret on the B, and then do a bend, and play 3, hammer onto 5, pull off to 3, and then play 3 again. And then do 5, hammer onto 6, play 5 on the B, and then our build up G, 5, 7, B, 5, 6, bend on the 5, 5, 6, 5, hammer on and pull off, back to 5 on the G, then do the bend on the 6B, hammer on 5, 6, 5, 7 on the G, bend on the 8 on the B, and then 6, 8, 6, hammer on and pull off, finish on the 9 on the G, and then do a bend on the 11 on the B, play 12, and then do a bend on the 12 on the G. So that last little part, and they're the solos and the harmonies. Let's play that through one more time with the harmonies. So the last solo we have is the outro solo, and this is pretty easy. We're just going to play the 5th fret on the B string, and then play 5, hammer onto 6, and then 7 on the G, and then do 5, hammer onto 6, pull off to 5 on the B, then come up 6, hammer onto 8, pull off to 6 on the B, do a bend on the 11 on the B, bend and release, and then just play 11, 10, and then 10 on the G, and then come back to the 8B, hammer onto 10, pull off the 8, and then just play 8, 6, and we'll repeat that again. So let me play that first part for you. Then we repeat it all again. Bend again. 10, 10. Now this time we're just going to jump straight into a trill between 8 and 10. And finish on 6 here. So let me play that last little part of the solo for you. And then there's just a harmony on that. It's just doing the octave. We're going to play 17 on the B, 17 hammer onto 18 on the B, and play 19. So, and then 17, 18, 17, hammer on and pull off. 18, 20, 18, hammer on and pull off. Then do the bend on 18E, play 18, 17 on the E, back to 18. So and then 15, hammer onto 17, pull off to 15, and then 15, and then 18B. And then we just repeat that through, but we just put the trill on the 15 and the 17 there. So we play that once through for you there. So. And that's all the guitar parts there with all the solos. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.